The Limitless Adventures Travelogue is brought to you by the Department of Tourism Regional Office 10, in partnership with the Tourism Promotions Board of the Philippines.
Right at the very heart of the island of Mindanao lies the evergreen landlocked province of Bukidnon, with all its wonders, brimming with a perfect mix of nature's masterpieces and Northern Mindanao's unique cultural colors.
Four of the country's tallest mountains frame the backdrop of the amazing stories of culture, heritage, and adventures just waiting to be discovered.
Join us as we tour you around this province's unique tourism destinations,
which are not only amazing, but are definitely compliant with the health and safety protocols against COVID-19. Here in DOT 10's Regional Travelogue featuring Bukidnon. Ali, laag ka! Hi, we're back! In our previous episode, we were enraptured by the beauty of Kitaw-Taw, Bukidnon, where we explored the beautiful and must-see tourist destinations such as the Glucop Strawberry Hills, Seagull Mountain Resort, Real Place, and of course, the amazing Matigsalog tribe. If you haven't watched our previous travels yet, check it out by simply clicking the link on the description above. In this episode, we will be ending our journey in the breathtaking province of Bukidnon on a high note, with the adrenaline-inducing Dahilayan Adventure and Forest Park and the captivating Campo Juan Heritage House here in the municipality of Manolo Fortich. Tara, laag ta!
We are now here at our next destination, which completely steals the spotlight when it comes to rides and extreme adventures that will give adrenaline jockeys a run for their money.
Welcome to the Dahilayan Adventure Park, Asia's first longest dual zipline and a must-see, must-try adventure tourism destination in Manolo Fortich in the province of Bukidnon.
Are you ready to do the ride?
Let's go!
Dahilayan Adventure Park is one of the best places to experience the most fun and family-friendly activities here in the region. This spacious park is known for its array of thrilling activities that will excite the adventurer in you. Overcome your fear of heights as you ride their ziplines. Experience an extreme split-second freefall with a drop zone. Climb to their Skytower base jump and take that thrilling leap. Or enjoy a wave of adrenaline rush as you enjoy the Razorback Ride. The park is located at the foot of Mount Kitanglad, surrounded by acres of greenery and pine trees, making your visit more extraordinary. You can also plan an overnight stay at the Dahilayan Adventure Park's Pine Grove Mountain Lodge to have a full experience of Bukidnon's cool atmosphere surrounded by hundreds of pine trees. You will wake up feeling like the main character of a movie.
So we are now here at Dahilayan Adventure Park. And this afternoon, malipayon ta kay na-invite nato isa sa atong mga employees para atong mapangutana sa uban pang information na atong i-share sa atong mga turista, sa atong mga friends and business associates. daghan kayo tag na enjoy nga rides, and that was really a wonderful experience dinhi sa Dahilayan Adventure Park. So Janine, kanang unsa man gid ang mga preparation, okay? Nag-open naman gid ang atong Dahilayan Adventure Park. Unsa man ang mga preparation sa mga employees, sa management, unsa man ninyo pag-prepare na maka-open na ta as a new normal?
We strictly implementing IETF protocol, sir.
Okay.
Proper hand washing.
Hand washing.
The wearing of face mask and
Okay.
social distancing, sir.
Okay. So make sure that
Yes, sir.
ma-follow gid ng
Mag-follow gid ang mga rules.
IETF rules, no?
Yes,
Sa
sir.
tanan nga mga rides dinhi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So doon ang po'y ano sa inyo, no? Magpulis ka na mutanaw.
Yes,
Kung
sir.
kinsa tong wala
Naapod, sir.
Insakto ba? Doon na ba yung nagbantay, ana?
Yes, sir. Naka-assign nga staff, sir, para mag-check sa among mga guests nga always sila og wear of face mask and observe social distancing sa other guests, sir.
Okay, that's nice because that's what we want. Nga mag-open nato destination pero dili natin sacrifice ang atong
Yes,
health
sir.
protocols, no? So ang ikaw being an employee here, unsa man imong ikasugyot sa atong mga bisita, no? Nga mag-ani dinhi. What can you tell them about Dahilayan Adventure Park? Or maybe you can invite them.
Guys, I'm inviting you to visit Dahilayan Adventure Park. Diri makakuan mo sa among mga rides diri nga mga bag-o tapos ma-enjoy ninyo ang inyong pagbisita diri sa among lugar.
Okay. So once you are here in Dahilayan Adventure Park, you will really have a totally different experience, no? Ang atong mga rides are really world-class and that we are very proud again nga naa dinhi sa ato sa Dahilayan Adventure Park ang Asia's first longest dual zipline that you should never miss once you are here. And ato lang pong i-emphasize nga when you come here, you don't have to worry kung wala may pagkaon nga dala because we have this beautiful restaurant that can really offer a lot of variety of food, no, from kids to the parents. Daghan kaayo tag pwede dinhi ma-avail sa atong restaurant. And one of the best products here that you should also never miss to try is the raisin bread. So later on, we'll have to try that with, of course, the Bukidnon coffee. Salamat kay Janine for
Thank you, sir.
sharing your time with us.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Yong, that was so much fun. Grabe, the zipline was so long, but it was very exciting, no? But it was so hard for me to breathe at times because I had my mask on. But of course, safety first.
Yes, because this is really a part of our protocol. We will open the destinations provided they have to follow the health protocols and standards set by our partners from the Department of Health.
Yeah, so from the entrance to all the rides, to all the facilities, even in the dining area, everything was safe because everybody followed the rules.
And that we can safely say that the Dahilayan Adventure Park is now ready for Limitless Adventures.
But wait! We're not done yet with our adventure here at Manolo Fortich. Now we're going to explore the Dahilayan Forest Park and see what's in store for us. Adto na ta!
Hi everyone! We are now here at the Dahilayan Forest Park in Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon as one of our top ecotourism and adventure destinations. We are here to rediscover this destination together with our Department of Tourism adventure team. And Ardime,
Yeah, of course, Yong. But before we do that and we bring them along our adventures, let's check out the new normal protocols that we have to do so that we will safely be able to travel around our region.
let's
Tara,
check!
Yeah. Go.
Hi!
Hello, thank you.
That's my burger. Salamat! Thank you very much.
Let's eat. We only remove our masks when
we
we're eating.
eat.
Stay safe. Safe travel, Pinas.
The food is well covered, so it's very safe.
Kaon ta. Now that we're done with our snacks, now we're going to check out the rides which the Dahilayan Forest Park are famous for. Kuha na tayong ticket.
Dahilayan Forest Park is one of the most popular destinations in Bukidnon because they offer a variety of fun-filled activities for all ages. Once you arrive, don't waste a second and start exploring the exciting sights and park activities that await you. Make the most out of your visit by trying exciting and family-friendly activities such as the luge go-kart, bumper boat, bungee bounce, and more. Dahilayan Forest Park's latest attraction is creating waves on the internet as one of Bukidnon's crowd favorite Instagrammable spots. At Jessie's Diner, strike a pose beside a remarkable collection of retro cars or dance your way into an aesthetic diner where you can groove to the beat of classic, upbeat music straight out of a modern jukebox. Get the best mountain view and immerse yourself in nature and enjoy the cool, pine-scented breeze. It is a perfect day tour for travelers who want a fun and active escapade in one of the best destinations in Mindanao. If you feel that a day tour is too short for you to ultimately enjoy Dahilayan Forest Park, we recommend extending your vacation and staying at their premium accommodation, perfect for family and friends. Don't forget to capture fun-filled moments with your family and friends. Strike a pose here at Dahilayan Forest Park's giant photo frame. Say cheese! Now, we will visit a nearby eco-adventure destination approximately 30 minutes from Dahilayan Forest Park known as Campo Juan. Here, we will tour you around the camp's crown jewel, a fascinating house built in the colonial Philippines in Pangasinan, which was disassembled, transported, and then rebuilt in a span of 3 years to become a major tourist attraction here in Bukidnon.
Mabuhay! Welcome to one of the prime destinations in Manolo Fertige, where heritage meets nature. Welcome to Campo Juan.
Aside from its captivating beauty, this famous century-old mansion has its own unique story to tell as it went on an epic journey from Luzon to Mindanao. It is also home to an astonishing collection of antiques, exhibiting stories from numerous points of Filipino history. We were very lucky and honored to have no less than the owner himself, former Climate Change Secretary Dr. Neric Acosta, to give us a tour where he narrates the house's unique story and the many interesting facts about each of the precious items in the house which form part of their family's extensive art and memorabilia collection.
I'll show you just very quickly 8. And the eight artifacts or notable pieces of art, artistry, and creative expression of the Filipino begin with when you come up the steps. There is a not necessarily a painting, it's a drawing of the very beautiful Bukidnon Manobo princess, one of a kind. And it was rendered in crayon, simple school crayon. by the brother of the national artist Fernando Amorsolo. And so we have an Amorsolo Bukidnon Manobo princess. My mother has collected, she's had that collection, her collection for about 28, 30 years. So that's who will welcome you. So you'll see that coming up the steps. There's a chandelier that's 1880s pa, Arte Español, came via the galleon trade, and we learned how important this is because this was really for the Filipino-Spanish homes and families. 467 crystals, Austrian design, and it used to have a pulley because it's gold leaf, brass, copper, overlay gold leaf. It has a pulley because you'd have to pull it up and down. Kay aron mailisan ang mga kandila. O pa may kuryente ni adto, no? And then the third is a very long table, 20 feet almost. It has usara katabas. It has 5 Philippine hardwood, balayong, molave, nara, yakal, and ipil. And you will see it has a footrest. It has 4 posts nga nay pagkanilalang creature nga. It's a combination of a goblin, an eagle, and a lion. So they always believe in the 1830s, it's almost 200 years nga. 16-seater, not 12, not 14, 16. For big families, big gatherings. Muwakli ni siya, supposedly good, sa malas, ug moatraka o good fortune. And every one of you who comes into this beautiful hall, you have to rub this however many times you want to be richer, okay? This one, ma'am, the nilalang, the naposte. And if you're looking for your forever, when no one is looking, you have to kiss one of these.
Oh my gosh, John, go
okay? So, bahala ng heritage house at 200 years. Okay, the fourth item here, or the fourth notable artifact, is a Juan Flores, which is a what you call a 3-dimensional sculpture. He was known as the father of Filipino wood carving from Betis, Pampanga. Never got to be national artist, but he was called maestro. And he carved a batikuling hardwood, nga usara ka block. Now it's getting rare that you don't find batikuling, but it has a special texture. He used natural dye, and the farther out you go, it just looks like a painting. And many, many of his 20-plus works of sculptures, big, large, and mga gagmay are all in the GSIS Museum in the Philippine Senate. But we're very proud in Campo Juan to have one of a Juan Flores. It's called his Rosette series. Okay, and then the fifth is all of these, which are not exactly paintings, especially this. They are rendered in stone by 12 women in the Negros Oriental Arts and Heritage in Negros, in Dumaguete, Bacong. And what they do is they partnered with Anita Magsaysay Ho, who died about 7-8 years ago. And before she died, she asked these women to pulverize or to make into minute little pieces of precious and semi-precious stone, inlaid stone art. You inlay, imog yung iduot, and then polish it after many, many months of the finest and the most intricate stone work. So every aritos or every fan and detail of their dress or the basket or the fish, all of that is stone. There is no paint involved. So whether it's onyx black or jade green or agate orange or chrome or quartz or mother of pearl and crushed mineral stones, that's the beauty of Anita Magsaysay Ho's painting, inspired, replicated in stone. And there are 3 other original pieces of Anita here. My mother, the former congresswoman, has her collection of 3 Anita Magsaysay Ho pieces. Yeah? And this is a replica of her most expensive, sold in an art collection in New York several years ago, the Night Market. This is only about this size. Pero and it sold for $100 million. Sorry, 100 million pesos, $2 million. And this was replicated onto stone but made bigger. And the reason why it's in Campo 1, again, one thing leads to another, you know, then one art dealer says, oh, basig interesado mga Costa ang Campo 1. And the reason why it's here is, and not hanging on a wall because it's too heavy. It has to take 3 people to lift this because the frame itself is Philippine jade. It's solid Philippine jade. Everything here is quartz and crushed mineral stones and mother of pearl, brass, onyx, jade, agate, and beautiful, all from the island of Negros, because Negros is known as the oldest geological island in the Philippines. So it has some of the best gemstones and precious, semi-precious stones of any island. Mount Canlaon and all of that. No? We have Jose Rizal's facsimile of his Mi Ultimo Adios, exactly the same size, 14 stanzas of the Mi Ultimo Adios. And that's what he wrote. No cut paste, no erasures, in perfect penmanship. Written 14 stanzas, a very long poem, but iyang napaigo sa usa ka gamay nga piece, which he folded the night before he was firing squad executed sa Magumbayan field, and he folded his last piece of literature, his ode to the country, no, his final farewell, and he stuck it into the middle of a lampara, and that lampara he handed to Josephine Bracken and to Trinidad, his youngest sister, and he said, na something diha, ayaw gyud ninyo wada. And that is the only reason why we have the Ultimo Adios. Everything in his person, when he was assassinated, was, what's this? Everything was confiscated by the Spaniards, you know, the authorities. So, kana ra gyud nabilin sa iyang final day or eve of his execution. And talking about Rizal, when Rizal was just a young boy, this was his Facebook picture. No, not just. And then he changed his Instagram. I'm just kidding, of course. But when he was young, at 14 years old, he looked very fresh and very boyish. And then when he was in Dapitan and he was being chased by the Spanish authorities because he authored the revolutionary novels, the Noli Me Tangere and the El Filibusterismo, that landed him in Dapitan here in Mindanao for 4 years. And so Rizal, when he was executed, the sister, Saturnina, the eldest of 10 sisters and 2 boys, Jose Rizal and Pasiano, and Saturnina and Pasiano, who were known to be, supposedly, secret members of the Katipunan. She commissioned Pascual Poblete during the American period to translate the Noli Me Tangere and some of his other works, the works of her brother, younger brother. Pascual Poblete was a humanist, a writer, taga Bulacan. So very makata, no? Very poetic and really a literary giant in his own right. He founded the Nacionalista Party. And so in 1909, he collaborated with Saturnina Rizal, Ate Neneng, the eldest, to produce 100 copies of what they call the very first translation of Jose Rizal's Noli Me Tangere, written, penned. O pa may mga kuan ato, mga printer or mga dagkong printing press, penned by Jose Rizal. This is the first page of the 100 copies of that version of Noli Me Tangere, sinulat sa wikang Kastila ni Dr. Jose Rizal, isinatagalog ni Pascual Poblete, pinalimbag, published ni Ginang Neneng Rizal, ang kapatid ni Dr. Jose Rizal. We are told there were 100 copies. We don't know where the 98 copies are. There is supposedly one in archives in the National Museum. That we have to make sure, but that's what we're told. But what we're sure of is there's one last copy of the first 100 printed in 1909, yeah, which is 111 years ago. And that is the last remaining copy of Noli Me Tangere of Rizal as translated by Pascual Poblete. It's here in the Campo Juan.
One of my
And then finally, these two items. My great-grandmother's Ilocos sewing machine. Dili pa tong kanedto nga naa nay mga before the war, after the war, sikad-sikad, Aurora, and then kining singer. Before that, it was all about cranking this. See? While your Lola, your great-grand Lola is sewing and sitting on a chair like this with solihia, which is rattan, woven without nails, wa man yung mga nails tanan, woven into the wood, molave, kamagong, inlay. And then, sigig anak gyud ang helper, no? My father's house in Ilocos, their family, wa naman namo na restore tanan and it was flooded, and so we saved what we could, converted, made it into lamps, made it into dividers, the old balusters, the old sampaguita, opaque glass panes. My father's bedroom window, because as we always say, we are custodians of our stories. That's what the heritage is about. Our latest collection, about last year it came because I have a friend from Europe, and so we got a copy of what is now in Paris as the second oldest map of the Las Islas de Filipinas, named after Philip II of Spain. This was called the Escala, way of cartography, of mapping. So bisag ang Mindanao pag yun, medyo di mao. There was Iligan though, Y-L-A-G-A-N, Iligan, no Bukidnon, mga tambok pa kaya ang Palawan, but you had Cebu, of course, Bohol, and then more of the Luzon region, because this was from 1752 when they would use the scaling of with the galleons to map.
Camigan's already there.
Yes, Camigan's actually there. Yeah, Camigan's already there. And then the first map was 1732, which was the Murillo Velarde map of the Jesuits, no? And that, so this is the second map of the Philippines, as it was called now, Las Islas de Filipinas, but it's French, so Carte d'Île de Philippines, because the French engaged in more of they were leading in cartography and the making of maps. So quite a steal actually. So I immediately had it displayed before COVID. So this is our latest edition.
Yes, can you invite everybody to visit Campo Juan again?
Yes.
The new normal.
Yes. So sa new normal, balik-balik yun kamo. The Heritage House is just here. It will always be here. We have CCTV and we'll have all the shower, all the precautions for safety, security, but also for personal health and security sa atong mga guests. Come anytime. We'll have special bookings. We cannot let all groups come all at once and all walk in, but we'll always make sure that every experience of every group, every family, whatever party or whatever organization, basta mo bisita dinhi sa Heritage House, you are guaranteed good. It's an experience that you will not easily forget because it's an experience of your own sense of reappreciating Filipino pride and heritage. That's why you have to keep coming. But we'll always be safe. And make sure when you sleep here, no fear, you'll even feel reassured that history and the spirits of the past will uplift you always. So it's a joyful place. It's a very pride-filled place. So come and visit again and again. And the stories are waiting for you in this new normal all the more.
Our journey in revisiting this province's tourist destination not only offered us a memorable travel experience, but also an interesting glimpse into Bukidnon's stunning local products, rich culture, traditions, and historical narratives. Many of us are dreaming of traveling again with our family and friends. The outdoors and highlands of Bukidnon awaits you. We traveled ahead and made sure that these destinations are safe and ready for tourism in the new normal. We are hoping to see that you have your own limitless adventures soon. Just make sure to observe the health and safety protocols so we can have more meaningful but safe travels. This is Limitless Adventures Travelogue featuring the beautiful province of Bukidnon. Thank you for traveling with us. To keep you posted on our next adventures, don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts. Bye!
Still here at the Dahilayan Forest Park.
Adventure Park.
I'm sorry.
Never let go of the road.
Sige, sir. Pasok, sir.
I got that.
One, two, three, go.
Batay ka!